Hey, what's going on, good people? Make sure you are not becoming a heat casualty.
Hey, what's going on, good people? It's your boy James Harris, of course, Mental Heal. Listen, I appreciate all the support over the years, whether it was for my book, man, Just Express Yourself, which is an interactive planning guide for boys and men to better express themselves. So salute to those parents who got it for their young sons. Praises to those partners and couples who got it for the men in their life. Of course, to the schools, the administrative, and everybody else who ordering the book by the dozens. I definitely appreciate that. And also salute to everybody who supported me on Cheesy Date Board Games, which is a good game for adults and couples, your game night, your date nights. So many interactive ideas come from it. I definitely love the responses that it's garnering. But now I'm asking for your support again on this YouTube journey. I'm back. I took a little break because I had so much going on, but be a little bit more consistent with it. I got a couple of interviews lined up with prominent people and people doing phenomenal things within the community or within this mental health space or even different authors and things like that. So bear with me. Appreciate your support. So make sure you like, share, and subscribe.
Hey, what's going on, good people? It's your boy James Harris, of course, Mental Heal. Listen, it's hot out there all across the country, so make sure you're doing your part in avoiding becoming a heat casualty. It's different types of heat casualty, of course. You got heat stroke, you got heat exhaustion, and so many other things. So you just want to make sure that you are listening to your body, trying to regulate your core temperature. Excessive heat exposure can definitely have different symptoms throughout the day. So make sure you're paying attention if you're getting dizzy, if you feel fatigue, if you're getting headaches, or if you have excessive sweating or nausea or vomiting and stuff like that. So just make sure that you're in a position to take care of yourself. Of course, you want to stay as hydrated as possible. That's increasing your electrolytes and or drinking water. Try to stay away from alcohol because that can change and moderate your system. You also want to stay away from high increased levels of sugar as well in those sweet drinks. So just make sure that you are drinking those things with carbohydrates in them, Gatorade, Powerades, and of course just regular water. You just definitely want to make sure that you get used to the heat because it's here. There's really nothing you can do up until the spring or the fall or even the winter. So just make sure that you are under AC, and you're doing things to keep your temperature too cool, whether going to the pool and or just fanning yourself, and not going outside unless you really have to. And another thing that you can do to avoid heat casualty is try to maintain a healthier weight. Within the summertime, people tend to slim down and or change their eating habits, so that would be good too. Because sometimes those heat-related issues and illnesses can definitely come from being overweight. So you definitely want to monitor your body's ability to regulate temperatures based on your size. So make sure you also talk to your doctor about the proper nutrition because you don't want to not eat during the summer and then have a different set of issues. So maintain your body weight to a healthy standard. And that would be dependent upon you, your height, your size, and all those other criteria. But heat casualties have been known to be increased just based on those health-related issues due to obesity. So just make sure you're not flirting with that line of obesity. You also want to get comfortable wearing the proper attire. It's hot out here, but try to moderate. You don't want to be in a shirt and tie because it could be too hot, and or you don't want to be in jeans and stuff like that. If you can't do those things differently at your work environment, then try to incorporate clothes that will not retain as much heat. You want them to be loose fitting, lighter colors, and different things. And if you can, have an umbrella that you wear from car to the office building or to school, whatever the case is. You also want to wear sunscreen to protect you from those sun rays because that's a different issue with skin cancer and so many other factors. But when you're talking about appropriate clothing, I know for me, I definitely like to just stay in swimming trunks during the summer. So, that's my thing. I'm comfortable with doing that. And just make sure you're being careful and also use the buddy system. If you know your homeboy or your kids or your partner is not drinking that water, just get them a nudge. Hey, how much water you had? Or, you don't need to go out there in this heat, or, hey, try to reduce your activity outside or whatever the case is. Assist people in doing things that they might not recognize that they're doing. So you want to definitely moderate your body temperature. So that's just a little tidbit, man. So hopefully these tips can assist you in not becoming a heat casualty. If you got any questions, just hit me up, www.mentoheal.com, www.mentoheal.com. I'll catch you on the cooler side.